Friendships are like elevators. Either they will bring you up or take you down. As human beings, you can't live without interacting with people. Some interactions become stronger and begin to repeat and last longer. And when that happens, good friends are born. That's why it's no stretch to say that life is incomplete without having a friend or two. With how much influence people have on your life, being a great friend to someone and having a group of good friends who support you is crucial. But it can be difficult to pinpoint exactly what makes a good friend and who is who. Well, in this story, let's take a look at two seemingly close friends. And let me ask you, what would you do if your friend was charged for murder? Well, you'll want to stick around to the end of today's video to discover another key in untapping your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. Once upon a time, two younger boys lived in a small, cozy village. Their names were Sonu and Mona. The two had been childhood friends for quite some time, to the point where they were often mistaken as brothers because of how close they were to each other. Sonu and Mona often played together, worked together, ate together. They were inseparable. One day, Sonu's father sent him to fetch some wood nearby to help clear in the jungle. Sonu immediately set out to get them. But before anything else, he had to call his best friend to go with him. As always, Monu, seeing his friend stepping out of the house, rushed out of the house to accompany him. "What are we doing today, Sonu?" Monu was energetic, as he always followed Sonu into the woods. "Father said to fetch wood," Sonu replied. "I think we'll get snacks afterwards." They both started walking towards the jungle, talking about this and that, and they wonder what they'll find in the jungle this time. Last time, they were able to find a dog with their puppies. They also wondered about the rewards they'll get after fetching wood. One of them guessed it'll probably be candy. After around half an hour, they reached their destination halfway. Light reflected on Sonu's eyes. He looked for the source of the light because he was used to bright lights coming from the sun and not from the ground. His eyes immediately landed on something he would only read about so in books. A sword. Metal sword like in its length and appearance, its shine, reflecting light when light was upon it, stuck in the thick foliage. Sonu was the first to point it out. "Mona, look at that!" Sonu shouted and ran towards the weapon. "What a beautiful sword. I wonder who kept it there." "Wait, let me get it real quick," Mona said as he ran towards the weapon. He was hacking and slashing through the leaves that blocked their way. The boys were very determined to get it. It wasn't long before they were close to hold the sword and marveled at its beauty. "Wow, it must be our lucky day. We found such a wonderful sword," Sonu exclaimed, peeking from behind Monu's back. But his friend had other thoughts. "Hey, what do you mean we? There's no we in this equation because I got the sword," Monu proudly declared. Sonu just stared at his friend, confused and disappointed. Monu continued, "Finders, keepers. I was the one who went through the effort of getting the sword out of the thicket, so it's mine and mine alone. Now, I'm not going to give it to anyone else." And deep inside, Sonu, he was upset at his friend's selfishness. This was the first time Monu acted this way. But the young man said nothing, not wanting to add fuel to the fire. The two continued on their path to find wood as Sonu's father instructed. After some distance, a group of angry-looking people came running towards Sonu and Monu's direction. When one of the angry people had finally reached them, they pointed at Monu and shouted, "Look, that's the sword. The boy has the murder weapon. Hurry, let's grab him and take him to the police station." Now Monu got scared. "Sonu, we've been caught. What are we going to do now?" Monu tried to hide behind his best friend. But Sonu, still upset for what had happened earlier, continued walking unbothered. "No, not we, but you are the one only in trouble. The sword is yours, isn't it?" Now this got the crowd riled up. One of them took the sword from Monu's hand and the other was tugging him to go in a different direction. As the people started taking Monu to the police station, Sonu started to feel sorry for his friend. Monu was crying, desperately trying to get away from these people. "Wait, he's innocent. I saw the entire thing." Sonu stepped in and explained the situation to the people who had apprehended Monu. People believed Sonu after hearing their entire side of the story and let the falsely accused boy go. They quickly let him go and just left with the sword. When the boys were all alone again, Monu cried aloud from what happened. "I'm sorry." Sonu apologized to his friend. He pat Mona's head, trying to comfort him. I admit, when we discovered the sword, I became selfish. Even so, you were still good to me, and even helped me get out of this mess. I was such a horrible friend, but I will try to be a better friend from now on. Mona opened his arm for a hug. Happy at his words, Sona accepted his offer and patted him on the back. Oh, don't sweat it. Isn't that what friends are for? Sona reassured him. Later that day, the village folks caught a whiff of what had happened, and soon the story of these two friends became the best example of friendship in the entire village. True friends aren't the ones who make your problems disappear. They are the ones who won't disappear when you're facing problems. A friend in need is a friend indeed, as the old adage goes. But let me ask you, how's your relationship with the people around you? Now, you might have already heard this proverb. It simply means that a true friend is one who comes to your aid when you're in trouble and in need of assistance. But can you say the same with your friends you've got right now? Friendship is an important source of emotional stability for everyone. They play an important role in healthy development and happiness. We know it's important, but it's difficult to know what your true friends are and who's just pretending. Many people are trained to put on a pleasant face, say the right things, and then leave as soon as you're going through something tough. And in the story, Sona came to Mona's rescue when he was in trouble. Sona could have let Mona get arrested for being selfish with the sword, but instead, he assisted. These are the true qualities of a true friend. True friends aren't the ones who make your problems disappear. They are the ones who won't disappear when you're facing problems. Knowing that you can count on them to support you, spend time with you, and be honest with you is an important part of having a successful friendship. Because if you think about it, you can always be yourself, your true self, around good friends. You can experience life appropriately. You never have to wear a mask. And that is the most joyous way to go through life. After all, true friends are those who meet you at your worst and guide you towards their best. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor, support the channel by sharing, comment below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon, you will be on your way to feeling